Nia Jax, Nia Jax, your curse will be no more. I will not be hurt by your figures like your opponents are hurt by you in the ring time and time again. Too much blood has been spilled. Too many bruises formed. Elite 89, Nia Jax Chase, by the powers of Papa Shango, I banish you from the curse that has plagued LumberJillville.
Wake up, Mayor Aaron. What in the world are you doing?
Come here, Alexa. I used a Papa Shango voodoo spell to try to break that Nia Jax curse, and I must have emitted so much energy that I passed out.
Well, did the voodoo magic work?
There's only one way to find out. Come here, Alexa. Come here, Alexa.
Get this mother freaking figure off of me. I'm being crushed.
Well, buddy, it looks like I am rid of the curse, and it might have transferred to you. Let me just... Yeah. Okay. Hey y'all, welcome to LumberJillville, Jill-O-Ween. Women's wrestling lives here. Now, I finally, and by finally I mean a couple days later than I should have, got the Elite 89 Nia Jax Chase, and I can't wait to review this. If you watched my previous review of the regular version of this figure, there were a couple issues I had with it, so I'm excited to open this up and see if I have the same issues. It's also important to note, I actually did get my basic 125 Ember Moon, and I was all ready to review it, but it's missing a key component, a key piece to the attire, and that's the molded straps in her lower half. So I emailed Ringside Collectibles, and they might send me a new one. I don't know, but I'm holding off on reviewing it until I get that, because, I mean, that might be the only saving grace. But anyway, let's take a closer look at this figure. So I already covered the brand new Elite style packaging in the regular version of this Nia Jax figure, so I'm just going to give you a brief look all the way around. It's the same exact box. The main difference, obviously, is we have her in that Chase attire. So, I've learned my lesson. I'm going to use scissors this time. Let's open her up. Elite 89 Nia Jax Chase version. This attire is from Backlash 2020, which took place on June 14th. On this night, Asuka would retain her Raw Women's Championship after her match with Nia resulted in a double countout. Alright, so my overall first impressions of this figure are really good, and just like the regular version, this figure pops. It is beautiful, it is gorgeous, it looks just like Nia, and it's pretty breathtaking, honestly. Now, I've seen a lot of people online say that they prefer the regular version and thinks it stands out more, and I can't argue with them. It looks great. However, I prefer the Chase version, but it's probably because I'm a sucker for purple attire, and we'll go into detail with that as we take a closer look at the figure. Now, if you watched the regular version review, my biggest gripe with the figure was that that ball socket that the neck has, that the head sits on, was extremely loose where the head barely stayed on. And guess what? This Chase version, almost the same thing. It takes a little bit more effort to take the head off, but there's no clicking, no popping to secure that head to that ball joint. So yeah, it's loose. You have to let me know in the comments if you have this figure and you have the same issues. But it comes off easy once again, and that quality control issue really takes it down a notch for me. Now, she also comes with a pair of closed fists and a Women's Tag Team Championship title. Now, what's nice, as I mentioned before, if you get the regular and the chase version of Nia, then you get 2 titles. So, yeah, that's pretty cool, but I'm really disappointed by that ball joint in the neck once again. Now, obviously the scan on this chase version is the exact same as the regular version. So just like that regular version, this scan is freaking flawless. It's perfect. Everything from the scanning technology to the face sculpt to the hair sculpt and hair coloring. I mean, it doesn't get much better than this, in my opinion. So let's move right into the attire, which is the biggest difference, obviously, between this and the regular version. Now, the regular version has a red, black, and gold type theme, and we will do a comparison next between the two so you can see them next to each other. And this overall theme is purple, black, and silver. So looking at her top, she once again has that molded detail on the top, this time in between her chest. Instead of a crisscross pattern, we have like a lace type pattern painted on. It's painted on really intricately and looks really good. On her arms here, we have purple laces molded on with a black background, and these little sleeve pieces are silver. Now what's really cool about this chase version is the shoulder pieces and the side pieces are silver, but there's a purple pattern. It's going to be hard to tell here. Purple pattern printed on, and I think it really looks cool. I think it really stands out, and I really like that. So moving on down, we go along with that black and purple theme with silver accents, and it looks great. And the lower body here is just plain black with some purple lace. So yeah, I can see why people think that the regular version stands out more, but like I said, I think I just like this a little better for whatever reason. But now let's compare them side by side. So I know I was saying that I do prefer the chase version as far as the attire goes, but I'll be honest with you, when I put them side by side, I mean, to me it's a no-brainer and no doubter. I actually do like that regular version more. It's just so much more unique, and there's so much more added detail in her attire with intricate paint application. So yeah, I mean, they're both cool figures, but for right now, the Nia Chase is more expensive on Ringside Collectibles, and it's definitely not worth that extra expense you would pay to get it, because that regular version to me stands out. And actually, I'm going to give it a new score, I think, because I gave it an 8.5 in the review, and I was pretty hot about how delicate it was, and that really took it down. But after looking at it, I think I need to raise that score. So let's move right on to the scoring. And here's one last look at Elite Series 89 Nia Jax Chase version. Alright, so I'm going to do something I've never done in the history of the channel, and that's give a new and updated score to a figure I previously scored. Now, if you watched the review of the Elite 89 Nia Jax regular version I just posted a few days ago at the time of this recording, you would know I gave it an 8.5 out of 10. Now, I really took it down a couple notches because of how freaking delicate the figure was. The head doesn't stay on too good, the side flaps were loose. However, after letting some time pass, thinking about it, and also checking this figure out, this deserves a much higher score. Now, the head is loose, yes. The side pieces are a little delicate, but I shouldn't have taken that much off, especially because I'm so generous with scores. So let's give it a new score. And overall, I give Nia Jax from Elite Series 89 regular version a score of a 9.5 out of 10. Now, it would be a perfect 10 out of 10 if it was a little more stable, and I know a lot of people in the comments are saying that it might just be mine. However, moving on to the chase version, it's still pretty loose. It's definitely looser than the regular version for me, but the head still doesn't really snap or click in, and that drives me nuts and bothers me. Now, with that being said, I give Elite Series 89 Nia Jax chase version a score of a 9 out of 10. Now, once again, this is an excellent figure, and it does have some delicate nature to it, just like the regular version, and that does drive me nuts. But it's a good one. It's cool. Do I think it's better than the regular version? After putting them side by side, no way. I think anyone out there that needs to get one of these, get the regular version. 100 times over. It is so cool. It's so unique. And the more I've looked at it this weekend, the more it's grown on me. Thanks for stopping by LumberJillville. Women's wrestling lives here. For our first look at all future women's wrestling figures, make sure to hit like, subscribe, and join the community. Also, thanks for checking out this Jill-O-Ween video. I'm going to have a lot of reviews and videos posted this month, and I'm going to have a lot of fun doing it, so I hope you join the ride with me. Now, with that being said, I hope you have a great night, y'all.